Today's video is sponsored by Fetch Rewards, one of the best apps out there to help you save on groceries by scanning receipts. Hey Grains, and welcome back to the first Cash or Trash of the year. Cash or Trash is a series where I review multiple craft kits to make sure that I waste my money and you don't. So craft kits can either be worth your cash or they go
in the trash.
And this time we don't have just one victim, not even two victims, we have 3 victims. In all seriousness, I really hope you Grains are doing well. I really missed you so much. With that said, enough sweets. We're going straight into the salt. We're going to be testing 3 craft kits from ToysRus. For those of you who don't know, ToysRus is a really huge toy store that didn't make it in the USA. However, here in Canada, as well as in Japan and different parts of the world, ToysRus is still operating. So I am sorry, my Amerigrains, but we have ToysRus. However, you have more selection on Amazon. So, you know, we talk about balance? You have it. Let me know in the comment section below which one do you have the least hope on, because here we don't work on sweetness, we're all about the salt, okay? That's how we balance life. It's not all just sugary sweetness.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm like, oh.
Mariah, calm down. We like to work with salt. In our lineup, we have the new Crayola, which is Crayola Crafts. We can't start the new year without, you know, picking on Crayola just a little bit. This one here is called Textured Pots, and I am really skeptical about this one because the last time we used their air dry clay, yeah, let's look back at that one, it was very crumbly and very gross even after leaving it out for a few days. Next we have a steam kit. You know how I feel about steam kits?
In the trash.
They're more gimmicky than anything else. However, this time we have a lip balm, so I'm really curious. I like luscious lips. And last but not least, we have Nebulous Stars. I have a very bad feeling about today's lineup simply because I haven't had good experiences with these brands. But hey, look at me. We gotta have faith. This Nebulous Stars kit promises that we can make cute lanterns with origami. So of course I'm expecting that everything should be there. By the way, for those of you new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. I post videos twice a week on Tuesday and Friday. Otherwise, I may wave a sharp pointy thing at you. Actually, I will. Make sure you click on all notifications while you're there. And so our first victim, Crayola Craft Textured Pots. At only $9.99, the Crayola Craft line is fairly new, but it is either a hit or an absolute miss. My guess is the idea behind this kit is that we're going to be shaping with their air dry clay and then turning it into a pencil holder, I guess, or something of that kind. I want you Grains to keep in mind that they are saying this is quick and easy. But, when I used their air dry clay, it was nowhere near quick. I'm telling you, like 3 days later. And another thing, why are there 2 silvers? Look, we have purple, blue, orange, yellow, and then 2 silvers. What? You would think Crayola would already know by now that you should be supplying the primary colors, but hey, that's just me. That's me. So already the outside of the box makes me doubt the inside of this box. Oh, where did you come from? Hi there, sharp pointy thing.
Hi there, nerdy crafter, I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too. All right, enough jibba jabba. Let's see what we get inside. Here's what we get. 4 colors of paint in yellow, purple, blue, and orange, which is weird. And it seems like the silver paint is just glaze? I don't know. You are weird. Seems to be glitter paint. We'll look at these more in detail. We get a good quality brush. Unlike their previous brushes in previous kits, this one is actually way sturdier. Yes, it is still flexible, but it's way better than the previous ones. 2 packs of air dry clay, 2 types of stencils, one in a swirly pattern, and the other one in a geometric type pattern. A working surface that is, what's this say? Whoa! Are you telling me? You don't tell me to It's you, Crayola, not me. Well, that was an unexpected insult. And instruction sheets, last but not least, but these are usually pretty lazy. And so, according to the instructions, 1 whole clay will give us 1 pot. So basically, if you want to do the math, I say each project will cost you $5. Give or take. More specifically, this much. What I thought was really interesting is that we are molding the piece inside the actual plastic. So in essence, we're going to clip the piece of plastic to itself so that it makes a circle. So this is not fully circle, it's going to be somewhat distorted. Yeah, not a full circle. There's going to be a flat end over here. And then once we have our clay piece outside of the packaging, we're supposed to shape it in a kind of pot. But first, a sniff test. Why? Why does this smell like chlorine? That is not okay. The previous one that we opened actually smelled earthy. This here smells pure chlorine. That is gross. I don't want you, please. I don't want it. Really gross. Now, nothing in the instructions tells me to knead it, to make it softer in any way whatsoever. They just say to put it inside the mold and just press all around. So I feel like for a kit that is aimed for beginners, it's lacking so much effort in the instructions. But hey, I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so I'm just gonna... And there. Oh, we have a casualty. There you go. Okay, so we just press and turn. And just to be clear, they didn't give us any tools whatsoever, so the top is entirely up to me. They don't even mention to use water to smooth it out. I'm just gonna go as they tell me to do. Oh wait, there's video instructions. Ooh, let's go ahead and see the video instructions. I love it when companies start adding instructional videos simply because sometimes their paper ones are absolutely useless. So as you see, I did start it the right way. Hey, they're kneading it! Sons of biscuits! They totally needed it. Okay, I'm gonna go back and try and fix that. So we're not supposed to be able to take out the shape thing until we let it dry overnight. Holy carp, that paint is translucent. Oh my god, that's going to need quite a few coats of paint. And then the silver, I guess, to give it some shine. Oh, and the inside too, that's very ambitious. So I'm gonna take this back out, knead it, and then we're gonna do this again. And now according to the video, we wait overnight, which is more or less about 8 hours. I want to remind you that the box said, let's look at it, quick and easy. By no means is 8 hours quick, but let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. So you little fella, just gonna put you over here, just right there. While we wait, now's the perfect time to tell you grains about today's sponsor, Fetch Rewards. You know that one of the things I love doing is making sure that you grains save your money. And so telling you about Fetch Rewards is just great. Fetch Rewards is an amazing app that lets you turn your purchases into points and then redeem those points into gift cards and rewards. And it is by far one of the easiest apps to use. From purchase to points to redeeming is just a matter of minutes. It really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Easy installation, easy sign up, and easy scanning. And you basically save every time you make any purchase of the thousands of products that are recognized by Fetch. The other great thing is that it doesn't matter if it's a mom or pop shop or Amazon purchases. All receipts are recognized by Fetch Rewards. And if your receipt is long, you can definitely take multiple pictures and it will put it together and recognize it and give you the points that you get. There's so many reward options and categories. Let's pause 2 seconds. There's even a category for art, because you know, we're weak for art. So whether it's grocery stores, Amazon purchases, e-receipts, restaurants and retails, all of them are accepted. So what are you waiting for? Check the link in the description box below and use the code NERDYCRAFTER to get 4,000 points, which is about $4 when you scan your first receipt. And this deal is a limited time for you grains. Thank you, Fetch, for sponsoring today's video. So here we are 24 hours later instead of just overnight. Hopefully this way it will have had enough time to actually cure. Oh no, why does this feel wet? Oh my god, grains, look. It's still wet. The pattern is absolutely gorgeous though. However, you do get a bit of a seam. All right, I'm going to give it a little bit more of a chance and let's wait another day.
24 hours later.
All right, the question is, did it harden a little more or is it still very crumbly? And the answer is, oh no, look at that. Why is this not curing? Okay, so look here, squeeze, and it's changing its shape. This is a crumbly mess. There's zero integrity on this thing. Oh man. Let's try the paints. I'm going to stir this just to give it a good chance, and then we're going to use the blue. Dippy dips. Oh wow, that is a clump. Oh no. Oh no, that's not supposed to happen to paint. That's like water. Just trying to remove a little bit and the entire thing comes off. All right, and oh no. Oh, that is terrible. That is gross. So this is what the first coat looks like, and I bet you it's going to take at least 8 coats to get something that looks like a proper blue. You know what? I think I've made my mind up. So this kit had everything going against it. The paints were poo. The clay itself was not hardening within the 8 hours or 12 hours that it said, and it's extremely crumbly, which means that this kit for me would go straight
In the trash. See ya.
Coming in as our second victim, Project MC2 Steam. Mix and stack to create 5 lip balm kit. That was a mouthful. I really haven't had a good experience with lip balm kits, and I feel like this one really follows the same format as New Horizon. I previously did a Barbie lip balm kit. Make sure you check that video out if you're interested. This is what the thumbnail looks like. And I've done quite numerous types of lip balm kits, so I will leave links to them down below. And more than not, they were mostly going
In the trash.
So I feel like once we look at the bottom and see if this is by Horizon Group, my Hope will go from here to here, and then I will take Hope in between my fingers and let it float. Oh, look at that, it floats. And just smack it right out. No Hope. No, 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 no. And so this is by MGA Entertainment. Aha. Under license by Horizon Group. Interestingly enough, Horizon Group has made numerous, I'm telling you grains, numerous lip balm kits that have the exact same method, just different packaging. This goes to show that if you are looking for a craft kit and you don't want it to be a crap kit, look underneath. If it's by the same company, Horizon Group, I wouldn't trust it, at least up until now. Let's see if this is good. Let's not judge it just yet. If we turn the back around, you're going, the back around, wow. If you turn the back around, that is just very nice English. English? Number 1. I am very number 1 English. When you turn the box around, is what I'm trying to say, the items are very similar to previous kits. We have the wax chips, we have the kind of buttery pot, and the problem with this kit is that it does not melt the way they tell us to do it. In case you are wondering, yes, it does say our favorite sentence, which is,
Includes everything you need.
we know it's not true. We know it. You know what? Let's see what we get inside. This cost me $19.99. Quite a hefty price tag, if you ask me. Where's the tape? No tape. Quite the fancy packaging. Before we get into the contents of the package, for those of you wondering why there's the Netflix logo on this box, it's because this is supposed to be inspired by Project MC2, which is a Netflix show, not sponsored by Netflix, of smart girls doing, I guess, spy type of thing. Not my kind of show, but if you're interested, go ahead and watch. Again, not sponsored. And the reason I feel the need to mention it is simply because the contents of the box do not reflect the show in the same way that they did for the Barbie lip balm. There was nothing Barbie other than the covers of these little tiny lip balm containers. That is very disappointing. So just by shoving Project MC2 on this here, I guess it's MC square. Okay, just calm down. You don't have to at me. Just calm down. I said calm down. This is really cheap marketing. Obviously, they just slapped a sticker on something. Hey,
This is MC Squared Project Yay!
I don't know what this is. It's an anime cat. I'm a cat now. Meow. So we get 5 containers for the lip balm, and in previous lip balm kits, this here is supposed to come upwards so that we can see our project, and the answer is no. Is this broken? Maybe it'll work with some weight. Maybe. Alright, so we're gonna put you there. 4 different scents. Watermelon! I love watermelon! They don't usually include watermelon, but I'm gonna take it. Yeah, kind of. It doesn't smell strong watermelon. Strong watermelon.
Me strong watermelon.
Oh no, what happened to my English? I missed you. I missed you, Grains. I have not been speaking much when I was in vacation. It kind of smells like those scratch and sniffs, so it's watermelon kind of from far, but extremely sugary. Oh, so strawberry, which is a very, I guess, staple scent. Why does this smell like bathroom? It smells like a clean toilet, so not very impressive. Very vanilla. Oh, that smells good. This one actually does smell like vanilla flavoring and totally tropical. Oh, I got it all over my nose. Oh has like a pineapple-y, coconutty, sugary scent to it. Not my favorite. But by far, strawberry really is the worst. We have wax chip and base, a shimmer type liquid, and the container in which we will be mixing it in. Now I'm really hoping that they change their recipe because they want us to add 3 scoops of this wax base and then approximately 27 wax chips. In the past, even though they told us to pour boiling water in a container and just continue stirring and it'll melt, it did not. So again, I hope the formula changed so that I don't have to stand at the stove with the water actually boiling for it to melt. Now's the time to check it out. Let's take a moment to appreciate that this is not a resealable bag, so thanks for nothing. This is basically the part where salt hits the fan because this is boiling water. We have lovely steam. And now we just have to keep stirring until it melts. In the instructions, there's no indication of how long it'll take before it melts. So we're just going to go ahead and stir and hope that it works. Because as you can see, nothing's happening. I'm gonna let it melt a bit before I start stirring again. And just so you have an idea, there's still steam coming out of this.
5 minutes later.
So here we are after 5 minutes and the wax base has melted, but the wax chips are absolutely resilient, which is basically the experience I had. Let's keep stirring.
A few minutes later.
And here we are, another 3 minutes, which is 8 minutes in total, and the wax chips want nothing to do with actually melting. But the wax base is definitely very melty, and I expected that because that's what happened exactly last time. But look at that, it wants nothing to do with it. So I'm going to leave it in there for at least another, I would say 5 minutes. And in the meantime, let's look at their instructional video because I want you grains to see something. It's absolutely full of lies. So in their own instructional video, one of the things I noticed immediately is that they do a lot of skipping. Nothing is in real time. So as they're stirring, you're going to see that it skips and then they go into an already melted portion of the wax, as you can see here. And then the other part that really gets me is the fact that when they're pouring it into the lip balm, they're covering the actual liquid. Look, pause frame there. They're covering the actual cup to not show you that it's actually pouring.
Oh my god!
That is going to make Salty Crafter appear, and we don't want Salty Crafter to appear without permission. But Salty Crafter, you have my permission. So the fact that they're skipping between it being hardened and it being softened is kind of already pretty sus. And then on top of it, to show that it's being poured into the lip balm container is another extra sus. And so after 15 minutes total of it being stirred into the hot water container, the chips are not melting. This is exactly the problem with all the other Horizon Group lip balm kits. Do not get them unless you're actually willing to stand in front of the stove and have the water boil and then put it on low heat. So in no way is this friendly for young people. But you know what? Let's try and pour it. I'm gonna put some color in it and we're gonna pour it into the container. At this point, after 15 minutes, the water is kind of hot, but not enough to melt anything. See? Yeah, this is not gonna go well. I'm gonna put it back in the water, but we're going nowhere. We're going nowhere very quickly. Why does it smell like a tire? That's weird. It smells like rubber. Oh man, this is a disaster. Alright, so I am pretty tired of making excuses for these kits. If they can't make it work as it's intended to— oh, gross. As it's intended to be. Oh no, come on. Just drop! This is not okay. I am not okay with companies selling products that promise one— look how gloopy it is. I'm so upset, I'm interrupting myself. I'm not okay with companies selling products that promise one thing, people spend their hard-earned money. Look at that. And this is what we're getting. It's not even full. Just to let you guys know, it's up here. That's it. And we have waxy chips hanging out all over the edges over here. So they have not melted at all, which is 100% why that even in the instructional video for this product, they're hiding the pour by covering it with their entire hand. This is upsetting. I don't like it when companies make people waste the money. So it's been 2 hours as they said, and let's see if this is going to come out in any way whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure the answer is no, simply because the mechanism itself I'm so annoyed! I can't talk no more! We tested the mechanism and it is not pushing anything out. So the answer is nay. But also because we only have wax base, which means this here is smushy and gross. We don't have wax chips to actually make it harden. So this kit's biggest enemy is actually itself. Because when we look at the temperature that wax chips melt at, it's around 80 to 85 degrees Celsius, which is this much for you Amerigrains in Fahrenheit. So it has to maintain this temperature. However, after water boils and you take it out, what happens? Right, it cools down. So for $20, I would say that this kit 100% goes
In the trash. Bye-bye.
Next we have Nebulous Stars, which I know sounds cute and absolutely adorable, but it does have a track record of being
In the trash.
in the trash. So $14.99, I am really curious if this origami lantern is going to be, you technically shouldn't mess it up, but you know, these kits have surprised us in the past. My biggest concern is that when we look at the picture where it's lighting, it looks like the light can go through the paper. So unless it's a transparent piece of paper, I don't know how that's going to work, or unless the paper is really slim. But then in other papers, it's not passing through. So I'm really hoping this is not photoshopped. When we turn the box around, we get everything from stickers to rhinestones to printed sheets. And also apparently there's an instructional video. So of course, we're gonna watch it together. Something to be very aware of is that they do not include the batteries for the fairy lights, which I thought was really weird because most of the time the lights come with the batteries unless they manually take them out. I don't know. My experience with fairy lights is that they almost always came with the batteries. Almost always. Wow. This entire time, we've been pretty salty, and yet the salt shaker hadn't changed color. Oh, there you go. It's changed colors now. Of course, it has to match our salty heart. All right, enough delaying. Let's get to origamiing. Aha. Here's what we get inside. Some already origamied paper for us. You see it has a nice bend already made for we. We get holographic stickers. My guess is to hold the lights, I think. Rhinestone stickers and some fairy lights. The annoying part is that they want us to screw this open in order to put the lights in, but they didn't provide us with anything to open it with. I know technically they don't have to, but it would be nice since they're not including the, batteries. And then we get a little bit of a story regarding the characters. And then we get the instructional sheet. Now, I am not a person who enjoys origami or tedious type of crafts that you kind of have to be very meticulous, because we all know I am not meticulous at all. So just by looking at the instructions, I kind of got discouraged, so I'm really hoping that the instruction video is going to be way more helpful for someone who is a little more visual. So luckily, the video actually does show us step by step, and it is very much so slowed down. Thank the origami gods. So I'm going to go ahead and follow the instructions as best as I can. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to do all 10. I think we just need to make sure that it does work and what kind of luminance you're getting. Yes, I used the word luminance. Are you proud of me? Don't say no. Say, I'm proud of you, Jackie. Just say it. It won't hurt you. And in case you're wondering, the paper is very thin. So it wouldn't surprise me if the light can shine through. Look at that. And so as I started doing the origami piece with the video, it turns out the video is actually pretty sped up and I was lost. I hated every single step of it. It was just not fun. It was a little confusing because it feels like this is nothing. This is not for I'm stuttering, but what I'm saying is this is not for beginners. Holy carp grains, I don't think I've ever struggled this much with origami. I've made the easy ones. This is really advanced. And there are times where I just had no idea what was going on. It was sped up way too quickly. I had to rewind quite a few times. So I have to say, for me being able to do origami basically for the first time in many years, it was not fun, not one bit. And now for the moment of truth. We're supposed to open it gently and it should give us a kind of dome looking thing. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh no. I don't know what's going on. Just for reference, this is what it's supposed to look like. And here's mine. I mean, it's pretty close. No, it's not. This is really hard. I mean, I love a good challenge, but holy carp. I've spent the last 20 minutes following a 5-minute video, rewinding non-stop, and this is what I'm getting. I mean, obviously you could say it's my fault, and it probably is because I have no experience with origami, but I'm guessing if you're going to give someone a kit, it should be beginner friendly. Otherwise, what's to stop someone from buying just origami paper and doing it themselves? They wouldn't need to pay $15 for a set of fairy lights that I can buy at the dollar store, and a pack of origami paper that I can also buy at the dollar store. So let's just put the lights and see what's going on. I just don't like the fact that if you're gonna give a kit and you don't make it beginner friendly, then it's... And time to test. And they do work. I'm just gonna insert the light like this. Oh, I'm sorry, origami. We were not meant to be. Alright, so here's the light turned on. You can see that it is somewhat transparent, but let's turn the other light. Oh, hang on. There we go. The other light completely... Oh my god. Completely off. Oh, that is really pretty. Honestly, Grains, I really don't feel like this kit is worth it. Yes, this is pretty, but you can get the exact same result with dollar store material. And just to give you Grains an idea, this is my second attempt trying to follow with these instructions, and yep. So for me, a kit that doesn't actually help you learn the steps for beginners, because believe me, I'd like to see you Grains try this. Send me a picture of your first attempt. If you're going to sell a kit, obviously it's for beginners, so maybe it should be less complicated. I like a good challenge, but this was just frustrating. So for me, personally, it would go
In the trash.
See you later. I know for other people it would be skeptical cash, but again, you can get these things at the dollar store for much cheaper and just do your own design. Let me know in the comment section below if the one you had the least hope on was the one that, you know what, they were all very, very disappointing. But let me know if you had false hope. If you want to watch a YouTube rewind with artists including Mariah Elizabeth and Jazza, make sure you check up here. And if you want to watch a previous Cash or Trash, make sure you check down here. Until then, I will see you Grains in the next video.